Hello everyone, I'm back again here. This video should have been the one that I just published as an extra because I didn't manage to get this footage in the last video that I did. I'm very sorry for this, couldn't manage to get this out on the weekend. So now I have decided to make a Friday vlog out of this, so it will be a vloggy kind of video where you can see me in painting this plein air painting with the crayons that I reviewed in my last video. So if you just found this video and want to know a little bit more about this Staedtler watercolor brushes that I am using and what I think of them, you can go back and watch that video. I did both this painting session outside to test how they would work for plein air, and I also tested them at my studio painting from a reference image, so I could give you a better review. So here you see me preparing. I have only taken a little bag with some stuff. I took some tea with me to keep myself warm, which turned out not to be necessary because it wasn't actually so cold, but you never know with the weather here in Denmark, so I was prepared. Here you see me preparing the setup for my plein air session, and this time instead of taking the homemade pochette box that I have made and I have showed you in another video, I will put a link to that one someplace here on the screen. I found another way now that these crayons, the idea is that to have something easy to work with. So I took my A4 sketchbook from Moleskine because I needed something that I could put water on, and this sketchbook is good for that. So here you can see the setup. I have the sketchbook, and attached to that with two big clips, a piece of wood, and on the piece of wood I could lay the crayons and a cloth to dry my brushes, and on the side I have hanged a water container that I also made myself, and that worked pretty well. I was quite satisfied with that. So and it didn't cost me anything. That I could say a thing too. So here you see me, and before I talk about what I'm doing right now, I said this would be a vloggy thing because I will also put some clips of what I have been doing this week into this video, so you can see the plein air session that I have last week's Monday, and I can show you a little bit of what I have been working on this week. So here you see me just sketching the motif that I had in front of me. It was a little bit difficult because I had a tree just in front of me. I couldn't sit in another place because I'm sitting on an old tree, an old fallen tree. Yeah, so it wasn't so easy to set everything up. I could not set the tripod on the other side, which had been better, so you could see what I'm doing and not my hand, but yeah. And the other thing that I want to say about this painting session is the filming. I know is not good. I have a camera that it has only a screen, so when I go outside I cannot actually see what it films. And I think I have changed some setting without knowing it, so it filmed everything very dark. And yeah, I have lightened it a little bit up with the editing program, but yeah, it's not good, I know. So yeah, you saw me sketching the motif that I had in front of me, and now you will start seeing me putting a lot of layers of color with the crayons. So as I said in the other video, you have to lay all the colors down, the different colors, and guess how this would look like when you blend them with water. So that is what I'm doing here. I'm laying a little bit of green, then a little bit of blue, some white, and I think maybe some other colors too. The place that I chose to sketch is, can you call it a pond? I don't know. It's not a lake. It's very small, and there's a lot of there's a water, and on top of the water there are a lot of these water plants on the surface. So it was a challenge to say water with water plants on and not grass. Yeah, so while you see me working on the painting, I will show you some clips of what I have been doing this week. Tell you a little bit about it. So this week I didn't start so well. I don't know why. The last weeks I have been doing my lists of things that I have to do as usual, and I completed everything. Every day I completed the list that I had, and I was very happy. For this week, yeah, it didn't go so well. I had planned to finish an oil painting that I started some weeks ago, and I worked all Monday on that, and at the end of the day I decided to wipe half of the painting away, and then now it is hanging on the wall to dry a little bit, and I will give it a try again once that is dry enough. And I think it's two things. I was a little bit too confident because the first two paintings that I did, they turned out well, and now I was not thinking enough about how to apply the paint. That is one thing, and the other thing is that I am feeling a little bit a little pressure because I have this exhibition coming up, and I have to hang all my things up, not next week but next week again. So yeah, so that painting didn't turn out well, and I actually thought to show you that painting process, but yeah, you can see the pictures here. Maybe I will do one when I have painted it finished, but yeah, for now is what I have. So that was Monday. Yesterday, Tuesday, I decided that I wanted to paint from real life of some flowers that I have picked from my garden, and these are the last flowers from my garden, so I needed to paint them yesterday because they will decay quite quick. And so I started that, but I started it too late because yesterday I also had to take my daughter to the dentist. That took 2 hours of my workday, but I did start in that. I set up a little still life. I have never tried a still life, so I thought that would be a good idea, and I started painting it on paper and painted it with acrylic paint, so I don't have this issue of paint not drying quick enough. I will have to take a picture of the flowers and continue painting them next week, I think, because this week I have also 2 commissions that came in, which is good, but it also takes some time, and that it is also the reason for me making this video into a vlog, so you can see a little bit of the plein air session that I promised in last week's video, and so you have something for this week. So yeah. So about this painting, you are watching me paint. It was a lovely day. It was actually not so cold as I thought, so I had to take my jacket off. The sun was shining on the grasses in the back, so I had all these gold colors of the grasses and very green apple colors on the trees, plus some golden colors also because it is autumn, as you can see. And I had to see how to paint this with the crayons because you cannot get details with this, so I had to simplify a lot. But it was fun. I was sitting some 3 or 4 meters from the little path where people would go by, so I was a little bit hidden away. And for those that saw me, they said hi, so it was okay. But they couldn't see what I was doing. They might see that I was painting, but they could not see exactly what I was painting, which was good. I would not have had any time to speak with people because the sun was moving very fast, and I wanted to capture it. So now I think I will leave you with some images of me painting, and I will get back when I am almost finished. So now the painting is almost finished. I managed to get those shadows from the trees that are in front, and yeah, some different colors to the grasses. And because I have this color palette that I'm not used to, it doesn't have the colors that I will normally use, I had to be a little bit creative with the trees. So the shadows are in a lilac color, which is okay. Just, yeah, had to think a little bit different from what I normally do to be able to give the water this water look. I painted some tree trunks coming up, I think helped a little bit. So this one was at least a really good day. I did manage to do a lot of things, and all the things on my list. I also did this plein air painting as an extra thing, and I didn't, that wasn't planned. So that was really good. A good day. Yeah, so now I am finishing it up, and in a bit I will put my name and a date and all of that, and I will go back home. And here you can see the final result, and you can also see the difference of the video quality. This is filmed with my phone, so you can see there was actually much lighter than what my camera picked up. So I hope you enjoyed this video despite the bad quality of the film that I made with my camera, and I will see you in the next one.